Dresser, and then we'll open it up for questions to you guys.
Thanks for coming out, and I just met with the team, and obviously we have a short turnaround here, so the message to the team was we'll talk about West Virginia maybe on Monday or Tuesday when we get back together as a team. But, all eyes, all focus is 110% on you and I right now, and we need to, as a team, do the little things that you've got to do between a night match, just like it would be at the Big 12s in the NCAA tournament, and a match the next day. That's everything from how we rest, to how we get ready for our weigh-in, to how we warm up, to how we eat, and then to how we compete. So there's a lot of little things that I'm curious to see if this team can pull off, because ultimately a lot of little things equal a big thing. And we got a really good opportunity tomorrow to wrestle a really good team. And we need people to show up tomorrow. What Coach Schwab's done at UNI in the last, I don't know how long has he been there, 8-9 years, is building, and he's brought them up to a top 10 power. And we need to take them down. We need to have this test right now, and I'm excited to see how our guys respond. And I think it's going to be, if you look at it on paper, boy, there's a lot of close matches. So I'm hoping it's entertaining for the fans as well.
How important of a weekend is this for Sam Colbray? Not just because he's a top 5 guy tomorrow, but because, like you said, he has to come back and do it again tomorrow, a two-day weigh-in, I guess.
Yes, it does. It's for Sam, it's for everybody else. And Sam kind of gets the reputation just obviously because he's dropped weight here in the last month. That everybody's always is watching him probably closer. But hey, if they're not watching, you're not doing nothing. So pressure's a privilege. And so here we go. And he's got he's got a really good guy. I mean, that guy from UNI 174. He's right there in NCAA finalist category right now.
What was the decision to start Corey tonight, and overall, how do you think he did?
Corey did a good job. Yeah, he stepped in and did a good job. The first time you get a wrestle in Hilton is a little intimidating, and so I'm sure the butterflies were bigger than him, but he did a good job. And really Mackel could have went, and he was a little bit sick. Midweek we kind of got some sickness, and that's just part of it. That's part of the season. That's just one of those things that when you wrestle a long season, you can't avoid sickness. So it's kind of the last couple weeks creeped in on us. Last week we had a couple guys that were out that were sick that sucked it up and competed. And we had a couple guys this week that wrestled out there today that were a little sick during the week. But I decided to sit Alex because he kind of got sick, kind of later in the week, and mostly just because I wanted to feel great tomorrow. So we held our cards there a little bit.
So you plan to wrestle tomorrow?
Yeah, he's gonna wrestle tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that since David was in street clothes today, is he not going to wrestle tomorrow, or what's his plan there?
No, right now the plan is to wrestle him at least one more week. He's progressing really well. If it was the Big 12 championships tomorrow, he'd be wrestling. But we just want to make sure that he's feeling good. He's probably mad at us because we're not letting him wrestle, but he understands, and so we'll have a hungry David Carr here soon. Next week, I'd say we're leaning 2, but it's 50-50. We're going to see how he gets to train next week again. He gets to get back on the mat, and so when we get him back on the mat, we'll evaluate him.
What did you see out of Marcus Cole? I know it was a short match, but
actually, I went back there to talk to Cole Bray, so I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I watched the rerun of it, and so it looked pretty good, all 24 seconds of it. So it looked pretty good. So he needs to have that fire. I mean, he's got debatably one of the best guys on UNI's team too. I mean, he's got a 5th-year senior in Lujan, and they got a little history, and Marcus hasn't been able to beat him. So I'm thinking that they're probably thinking it's a lopsided win. Marcus needs to compete. This is a great test for him. That's how I look at it. You can't be afraid of the bear in the woods. You gotta go out and get after the bear, and so he's got a tough one.
What were you talking with Colbray about?
Just kind of asking him how he's feeling, and just getting. I said, to me, it looks like you still need another minute or so, and he agreed, and so just dialogue with your athlete to see where they're at, especially when they, when it's fresh in their mind and they're breathing and trying to talk.
Do you have overall thoughts about that third period in overtime for Stotts at 157, and then Shapiro holding pretty tough with Adams at 197 until he started getting into his offense?
Yeah, I thought Shapiro competed really well. That guy's a man, and he's not quite a man yet. That's really what the difference was. The physicality was the difference there. That kid's, he's ranked 2nd in the nation because he's physical. He rides really hard. So, but I love Joel Shapiro's effort. And Stotts, just a young kid. He doesn't, he's got to learn how to close out matches, and he wrestled great 5 minutes, but at the Division I level, wrestling 5 minutes will get you beat 9 out of 10 times, and that's what happened. He didn't have that sense of urgency in the third period to go out, get that escape, and maybe get that takedown. And you can see a guy like Chase Straw did. You can see how Chase Straw's grown. You know, Chase would have lost that match in a lot of situations. And not only did he win that match against, you know, really formidable guy, he also, you know, was attacking the whole match and really had a good third period.
Was that a quintessential Ian Parker match? Nothing
Yeah.
flashy, but just gets takedowns and rides
Just
them out.
blue collar as can be. Yeah, just blue collar, like just grind the heck out of you. And he's physical, and you know, everybody that walks off the mat that wrestles Ian is just spent. You know, and most of the time Ian's just, you know, he's kind of, his heart rate's up to about 85 beats a minute. So
Anything else, guys? Thanks, guys.
good stuff.